Most people choose a Barndominium floor plan based on how it looks in a picture. Engineers choose a floor plan based on what it does to the building. And here's what's interesting. When you sit down with a structural engineer and ask them what floor plan they'd recommend for a Barndominium on a rural property with multiple functional zones, a family that needs privacy and connection at the same time, and land that isn't perfectly flat, they keep landing on the same answer, the L shape. Not because it looks good in a brochure, although it does, but because when you understand the structural logic, the drainage logic, the light logic, and the zoning logic behind an L-shaped Barndominium, you realize that almost every benefit stacks on top of every other benefit in a way that no rectangular floor plan can match. Today, I'm going to show you exactly why. 5 specific reasons structural engineers and architects keep recommending the L-shaped Barndominium, including one that most builders never mention that could save you a significant amount on your utility bills every single year. Let's go. The L-shaped Barndominium, why engineers keep recommending it, and what most builders never tell you. What is an L-shaped Barndominium? Quick foundation before we go deep, because this term gets used loosely. An L-shaped Barndominium is exactly what the name says, a structure whose footprint, when viewed from above, forms an L. 2 rectangular wings of the building meeting at a right-angle corner. One wing runs east-west, the other north-south. The interior corner of that L creates a natural protected outdoor space, a courtyard, a covered patio, an outdoor kitchen, a pool area that's enclosed on 2 sides by the building itself. This is not the same as a Barndominium with an attached garage wing. This is a full structural L, both wings inhabited, both wings contributing to the home's total square footage, both wings deliberate in their orientation. The L shape has been used in residential architecture for centuries, from traditional hacienda compounds to mid-century modern courtyard homes. In 2026, Barndominium builders are rediscovering why it works, and the reasons are more structural than most people realize. Here are the 5 reasons engineers keep recommending this layout, and reason number 3 is the one most builders never explain, even though it affects every single room in the house. Don't skip it. Reason 1. Structural corner bracing. The L creates inherent rigidity. This is purely an engineering argument. A standard rectangular Barndominium presents the same face to wind from all 4 directions. 1 long wall, 1 short wall, and 2 end walls, all essentially independent of each other in terms of how they resist lateral forces. When high wind loads hit, the structure relies entirely on the bracing system engineered into those individual walls to resist racking, the tendency of a rectangular box to lean and collapse laterally under pressure. An L-shaped structure changes that equation in a meaningful way. The 2 wings meeting at a right angle create what structural engineers call an inherent geometric bracing effect. The corner junction, where the 2 wings connect, acts as a rigid node, transferring lateral loads between the 2 wings. Wind loading along the length of one wing is partially absorbed and redirected by the perpendicular mass of the other. The L itself behaves as a more 3-dimensional resistance system compared to a pure rectangle. This doesn't eliminate the need for engineered bracing, nothing does, and your structural engineer will still specify a full bracing design. But it means that the starting point for lateral resistance is already more robust than a comparable rectangular footprint. In high wind regions, coastal areas, tornado corridors, open plains, that inherent geometry is something engineers actively factor into their recommendations.
Reason 2. Drainage and site adaptability. This is the one reason that becomes critically important the moment your land isn't perfectly flat, which is most rural land. A rectangular Barndominium demands a flat pad. On sloped or irregular terrain, that means cut and fill grading, removing earth from the high side and filling the low side to create a level building platform. That grading work is expensive. It alters drainage patterns across the property, and it often creates the exact conditions, fill soil settling unevenly, that cause foundation issues years later. An L-shaped footprint adapts. The two wings can be oriented to work with contour lines rather than fight them. One wing can step slightly lower than the other, following the natural slope while maintaining habitable floor levels. The inner corner of the L can be oriented downhill, turning the natural topography into a design feature rather than a construction problem. More importantly, drainage. The inner corner of an L naturally directs water away from the building. Rain hitting the roof on both wings flows toward the outer edges of each wing, not toward the inner courtyard. When properly graded and guttered, an L-shaped barndominium actively manages stormwater runoff rather than concentrating it against a foundation wall. On a sloped rural property, that distinction between a layout that fights water and one that works with it can be thousands of dollars in drainage infrastructure savings and decades of difference in foundation performance. Reason 3 is the one I promised would surprise you. It's about what happens to your utility bills, not from the systems you install, but from the shape of the building itself. Stay with me.
Reason 3. Natural light from 3 exposures. This is where the L shape does something no rectangular floor plan can replicate. In a standard rectangular barndominium, every interior room gets light from one of 2 directions, north-south or east-west, depending on which wall it's adjacent to. Rooms in the center of a long rectangular plan, especially bedrooms, bathrooms, and corridors, can be genuinely dark, relying on artificial lighting throughout the day. An L-shaped barndominium creates a fundamentally different light condition. Rooms at the corner junction, typically the great room, kitchen, and dining area, receive natural light from 2 perpendicular directions simultaneously, north and west, south and east. The light quality in those spaces is not just brighter, it's more dynamic, more natural, and more psychologically restorative. The U.S. Department of Energy has documented that optimizing daylight in home design can reduce lighting energy use by up to 80%. That's not from solar panels, that's from windows placed correctly relative to the sun's path. An L-shaped orientation with the inner corner facing south or southeast captures morning and midday sun across both wings simultaneously, creating passive solar gain in winter and requiring less artificial lighting year-round. The rooms most people use most, kitchen, living room, dining, are the ones that benefit most from this multi-directional light exposure. And every hour of natural light replacing artificial light is money directly off your electricity bill every single day you live there.
Reason 4. Functional zoning without extra walls. Reason 4, and this is the lifestyle argument that turns into an engineering argument the moment you try to achieve it in a rectangle. One of the most common problems in open-plan barndominium living is acoustic bleed. The same soaring ceilings and clear span interiors that create that dramatic open feeling also mean that a teenager watching a movie at 11 p.m. is a problem for a grandparent trying to sleep in the bedroom at the other end of the building. Sound travels without walls, and adding walls to fix it defeats the purpose of the open plan you paid for. The L shape solves this architecturally before construction ever begins. One wing carries the active zones, kitchen, dining, great room, garage, workshop. The other wing carries the private zones, bedrooms, bathrooms, home office. The 2 wings connect at the corner where common entry and circulation spaces naturally live. Movement between zones is fluid and connected, but acoustic separation between wings is structural, not cosmetic. From multi-generational families, and according to NAR's 2025 data, a record 17% of all home purchases in 2024 were multi-generational. This separation is not a nice to have, It's the reason the living arrangement works long-term. One wing for the parents, one wing for adult children or in-laws, shared courtyard in the middle. Privacy and togetherness built into the footprint, not bolted on afterward. Reason 5, the protected courtyard, free outdoor room. Reason 5, and this is the one that makes people fall in love with the L shape the first time they see it. The inner corner of an L-shaped barndominium creates something that no rectangular floor plan can offer: a protected, semi-enclosed outdoor space that is accessible from multiple rooms simultaneously, shielded from prevailing wind by the building itself, and visually connected to the interior living spaces from every angle. This is not a backyard, it's not a front porch, it's a room without a ceiling, and it's free. That courtyard space doesn't count in your interior square footage calculation, but it functions as your largest and most used living space for a significant portion of the year. Because the building wraps around it on two sides, the courtyard is naturally sheltered from wind, making it usable in weather that would make an exposed patio miserable. It's visible from the kitchen, from the great room, from the master bedroom if the wing is oriented correctly. Children playing in the courtyard are visible from the kitchen. Guests gathering around the fire pit are connected to the indoor conversation through open glass doors. Architects consistently note that the L shape creates a social and resort-like atmosphere that is almost impossible to achieve in a standard rectangular footprint. The inner courtyard becomes the emotional heart of the home, the place where the family actually gathers, because the geometry of the building draws everyone toward it naturally. The honest trade-offs. There are real trade-offs with the L shape, and understanding them before you commit to the design is how you avoid expensive surprises. Cost. The L shape costs more than a rectangle. More roofline complexity, more exterior wall linear footage, more foundation perimeter, more corner framing. Builders typically estimate an L-shaped layout adds 8 to 15% to your structural build cost compared to an equivalent rectangular footprint. On a $250,000 build, that's $20,000 to $37,500 in additional structural cost. Budget for it honestly from the start. The valley. Where the two wings of the L meet, the roof creates an interior valley, the junction point where two roof planes intersect. That valley concentrates rainwater and requires careful, professionally executed flashing and drainage detailing. A dead valley that isn't properly designed and maintained becomes a leak point. This is not a reason to avoid the L shape. It's a reason to hire an experienced builder who has built L-shaped structures before and understands the valley detailing required.
And finally, the L shape requires more land. The combined footprint of two wings meeting at right angles spreads wider than a compact rectangle. On a small or constrained lot, the geometry may simply not fit. Site assessment before you commit to the floor plan is non-negotiable. Here is the summary that matters. A rectangular barndominium is the most economical shape to build. It's predictable, it's straightforward, and for a lot of families on a tight budget or a compact lot, it is absolutely the right choice. But an L-shaped barndominium does something a rectangle structurally cannot. It creates inherent corner bracing. It adapts to sloped land and manages drainage passively. It delivers natural light from multiple directions simultaneously, reducing your lighting energy costs every day you live there. It separates your active zones from your private zones without adding interior walls. And it gives you a protected outdoor room, your largest living space, for free, built into the geometry of the building itself. That is why engineers keep recommending it, not because it looks beautiful in a render, although it does, but because when you build the right shape, the shape works for you before you spend a single dollar on systems, finishes, or upgrades. The geometry is doing work. Drop a comment right now. Would you go L-shaped on your build, or does the rectangle still make more sense for your situation? I read every comment, and I genuinely want to know what you're weighing.
If this changed how you think about floor plan selection, like it and share it with someone who's in the planning phase right now. Subscribe for more content like this. I'll see you in the next one.